Good morning, students. Good morning to all of you. Let us see here. Today we are going to discuss a new topic. It is Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? Ohm's law is nothing but it gives a relationship between the potential difference across the terminals of the given conductors and the current which is flowing inside the conductor. What is Ohm's law? Let us see here. You can write in first line that the Ohm's law gives a relationship, okay, a relationship between the current means there is electric current, the current flowing inside the conductor, flowing inside the given metallic wire, okay, you can write it inside the given metallic wire, and the potential difference that is PD, and the potential difference you can write here, the potential difference across the conductor, okay. Let us see here what is it means that suppose this is a metallic wire, okay, suppose this one the metallic wire, and the metallic wire is to be connected with a cell having a potential difference of V volt, okay. This one the higher potential, that is V, and this one the lower potential terminal, that is 0. So this one the V and this one 0, the difference of potential means V minus 0, that is equal to V, okay. And inside the conductor there is a current which is flowing, that is I, okay, and the temperature that is fixed, that wire having the temperature fixed, okay, the temperature of the wire is fixed. So you can write here temperature here fixed, okay, for a fixed temperature. This law is applicable only for a fixed temperature, okay. Let us see here, the Ohm's law gives a relationship between the current flowing inside the given metallic wire and the potential difference across the conductor. Again you can write here that according to Ohm's law, you can write here according to Ohm's law, for a given metallic wire, metallic wire, the PD, the potential difference for a given metallic wire, the potential difference PD, that is V, is directly proportional to, okay, is directly proportional to the electric current flowing inside the conductor, electric current flowing inside the conductor or metallic wire, okay, inside the conductor for a fixed temperature, or I can write it at a fixed temperature, okay, at a fixed temperature, okay. So we can write here by symbolic that the potential difference is directly proportional to the electric current which is flowing inside the conductor. So you can write the potential difference V is directly proportional to the current, and as you replace the proportionality sign by equal to sign, you get a constant. This one the rules of mathematics, that is R. Here the constant is R. R is nothing but this one the resistance of the wire. Here R is nothing but that is a constant. This constant is called resistance of wire. This constant is called resistance of metallic wire or conductor, okay, metallic wire. And this resistance is a constant, a type of constant, and the resistance is defined as it is the property of any material or a any metallic wire or any substance due to which it resists the flow of electric current. Okay, you can write here it is a property of any material due to which it resists to flow of electric current. Okay, flow of electric current. Okay, it is the property of any material due to which it resists the flow of electric current. This is one the property of any material. Okay, some materials having a lower resistance, whereas some materials having the higher resistance, according to which we decide this one the good conductor or bad conductor. We will discuss later. Okay, let us see here. And you can also write that R here, R is equal to V upon I. Okay, R is equal to V upon I means it is the ratio of potential difference and to the current. Okay, you can write also R is resistance is the ratio. Okay, the resistance is the ratio of PD, potential difference, to the electric current. Okay, you can write here. And as you divide the potential difference by electric current for a given conductor, you will get a constant value. This constant value is called resistance. Okay, I hope you are able to follow me. Again, the SI unit of resistance is ohm. Okay, you can write here the SI unit of resistance that is ohm, denoted by this Greek symbol, that is ohm, denoted by this Greek symbol, that is ohm. Okay, this one the symbol of ohm. Again we have to find out define the value of 1 ohm. Okay, we have to define the value of 1 ohm. Let us see here, we have to define the value of 1 ohm. Okay, this one the symbol of ohm, and we have to define the value of, you can write here, there is a question that define 1 ohm. Okay, we have to define 1 ohm. Let us see here, this one the resistance, and the SI unit of resistance is 1 ohm, means you can write here R equal to V upon I, means 1 ohm equal to 1 volt per 1 ampere. Okay, I hope you are able to follow this one. The V is the SI unit of potential difference, whereas the ampere is the SI unit of electric current. Okay, so 1 ohm is defined as it is the ratio of 1 volt to 1 ampere, or you can write here that if there is an electric current, okay, you can write here if there is an electric current, there is an electric current of 1 ampere, if there is an electric current of 1 ampere and having a potential difference of 1 volt across the given conductor, then we can say that the metallic wire or the conductor having a resistance that is 1 ohm. Suppose this one the conductor, and this conductor is to be connected with a cell, and you know that if there is a potential difference of 1 volt across this wire, given wire, potential difference of 1 volt, and inside the conductor if there is a current that is flowing 1 ampere, then we say that the conductor having a resistance that is equal to 1 ohm. I hope you are able to follow me. Again, according to the resistance, there are 3 types of material. We classified there are 3 types of material. Okay, we know that the free electrons is allowed to flow in the circuit or in the metallic wire. If you apply the potential difference across the conductor, then the free electrons is allowed to move through the conductor. Okay, but the free electrons is not free to move inside the conductor, because there is a force of attraction by the atom of in which the electron is flowing. Okay, let us see here. So there is a characteristics that is called resistance inside the conductor. This resistance is a property of any material due to which it opposes the flow of electric current. We know that already, but according to the resistance, on the basis of resistance, you can write here, on the basis of resistance, there are 3 types of material. Okay, there are 3 types of material. The first one, that is called good conductor. Okay, that is called good conductor. Okay, the good conductor which offers good conductor. Okay, the materials which offers a low resistance is called good conductor. Okay, you can write here the material which offers low resistance. Okay, low resistance or very low resistance, you can write here very low resistance or very low resistance is called good conductor. Okay, it's called good conductor. And the same material or the material which offers there is another types of a conductor. So there is another types of material that is called resistance or resistor. Okay, resistor. Then the resistance is the material which offers an appreciable amount of resistance. Okay, the materials which offers an appreciable amount of resistance. Okay, appreciable amount of resistance. Resistance is nothing but it is a property of any material due to which it opposes the flow of electric current. So if the materials offers low resistance or very low resistance, is called a good conductor. But if the materials which offers appreciable amount of resistance is called resistor. Resistance is a material which offers a very that is appreciable amount of resistance is called resistor. We know that it is used in a bulb. In an Edison bulb, that is a bulb, suppose this one the bulb. Okay, you know that this one the filament of bulb. Okay, this one the filament of bulb, this one the tungsten. Okay, tungsten resistor. Okay, this one the resistor that is made up of tungsten. Tungsten is a alloy having a higher resistance. Okay, so this one the resistor. Okay, so this one also used inside the resistor. There is a current is flowing also, due to which it glow up after heating up due to the heating effect of an electric current. Okay, so the resistor is the material which offers an appreciable amount of resistor. But the third one, that is a poor conductor. Poor conductor. The material which offers higher resistance. Okay, the material which offers higher resistance, okay, higher resistance is called a poor conductor, which does not allow to pass the electric current. It is suppose this one the board, this one the chalk is an insulator or poor conductor which does not allow to flow the electric current. Okay, I hope you are able to follow me. Thank you very much.